Welcome to 131XR, and today we're going to be talking about Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom. Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom is an interactive movie experience, not like the recently released Human Within, where you get different dialogue choices to progress the story in different ways, but more like a traditional experience the story, play a small gameplay sequence, experience the story, an interactive movie. The experience is heavily story focused, and you may be thinking that there's too much Gundam lore already out there for you to jump in at this point. I'm not the biggest Gundam fan in the world, but it didn't take me long to get up to speed. There's a brief synopsis of the universe and the war and factions and everything you really need to know to jump into the story at the point at which this experience is set. The visual style of the experience is actually very impressive. It's clearly been designed with fans in mind. It's a labour of love for those who have worked on it. There's a real sense of scale to the mobile suits, and also the interior designs of the cockpits are very detailed. The use of 2D visuals within these cockpits is very well balanced. You get a great sense of what is within your space and what is outside of your limits of interactivity. However, there is an issue with some of the cutscenes. They often feel like it's a traditional 2D anime that's kind of been shoehorned into a VR experience. In terms of gameplay, it's pretty basic stuff going on here. You're utilising wrist-based buttons and cockpit levers and really simple interactions in order to progress the story. There are a range of activities that you're asked to engage in, but they're very limited in the way in which you will do that engagement. There's no locomotion in the game, and you don't actually fully control the Gundam. Battle sequences provide access to different weapons, but always individually. You never really get a choice of what you're using and how you're using it. There's no tactical initiative available to you. In addition to the core game, there's an MR Battle gameplay mode. Here you get to control various different toy-sized Gundams in miniature mixed reality battles. So they're taking place in your own space, be it your living room or your kitchen table, watching these little Gundam models fight each other in different sequences. Here, there's 3 acts split into 3 individual levels, plus a boss fight at the end. You can use your laser cannon, missiles and your sword to take out enemies in whichever way you see fit. It's pretty similar to another VR game called Yuki. I'm sure many of you have experienced this. To round it off, there's also the arena mode, which allows you to replay specific sequences from the story. You can choose between 2 different Gundam cockpits, you can battle up to 4 different bosses, and you can choose between either a rifle battle or a sword battle. There's 3 locations to choose from for these battles, so you can mix things up a bit. It does add a degree of replay value, but honestly it still doesn't provide all that much depth. One of the biggest issues we had with Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom is the loading screens in the story mode and the juxtaposition between 2 different perspectives. Sometimes you're playing in first person, and sometimes it switches to a third person camera. And this takes away a lot of the sense of immersion that you expect of a VR experience. As you're never really in full control of the mobile suit that you're piloting, that sense of immersion just often isn't there. And given that the story mode is only 2 hours long, if you're not already a fan of Gundam, there may not be that much here for you. Mobile Suit Gundam Silver Phantom is available now for MetaQuest headsets. It's priced at £13.99 or your local currency equivalent. If you're a fan of Gundam, we recommend you check it out. Otherwise, maybe it's not for you.